Periscope world. It is a Wednesday and I am just hopping on really fast to do a quick blogging tutorial video. If you've been following along with me, you know that I've been doing several lately, and hey, welcome. If you've been following along with me, you'll know that I've been doing several lately, and then one of the girls was talking to me and I realized that I kind of skipped over even the basics of blogging. So I'm going to go back, and I've been tackling more advanced subjects, and I totally bypassed the beginning steps. So I thought maybe it would be useful for my newest contributor and also those of you who are in my So You Want to Be a Blogger group on Facebook. Again, if you aren't in there and you'd like to join it, you can go ahead and just type in "So You Want to Be a Blogger?" in the Facebook search bar. It should pull it up. It's a closed group just so that I can check who's wanting to come in. But as long as you do it, I'll probably approve you, as long as you don't seem crazy. So today, though, I wanted to cover kind of like why you would okay, so if you decide that you want to be a blogger, I have a bunch of stuff in there to help you decide if you want to blog or not. And then this is more like the very first getting started steps, like once you make that decision. And the light's crazy. Here, I'm going to shift like that. Yeah. So this is when you've decided that you do want to blog and you're just getting started. So first of all, I do have a link in that group to a really great resource that a different blogger created about, if you should do Blogger or WordPress, getting started, setting that all up, hosting, all that stuff. So I'm not really going to cover that so much today, but I will just say that if you're just blogging for the fun of it and you're just checking it out and you really aren't very serious about making a career out of it, I'd recommend going with Blogger, simply because they're super user-friendly. They're free. The only problem with Blogger is that if you're like me, I was on there for forever, and then it turned into my career, and then I had to get it transferred to WordPress, which is usually a big, crazy, expensive hassle. If you are going into blogging with any intention of making it a job or a career for yourself, or even if you just want to make a little bit of money from it at any point in time, I would recommend starting off with self-hosted WordPress. Why you want to do the paid version of WordPress and not the free version is that the free version does not allow you to make money, and you can get in serious trouble if you use the WordPress.org and you actually start making money. So look into that, do your research. I do self-hosted. One of my guys, actually, who's in the So You Want to Be a Blogger group, Sean, he does my hosting for me. He's awesome, super affordable for me. Especially compared. You can just ask around in any blogger groups, though. Usually people have a variety of hosting options, and you can shop around and find the one that you need. I, of course, like to support small businesses and friends, so first my brother-in-law hosted for me, but it wasn't really his job, so he wasn't able to give it the attention that I would need with it being my career. So then I switched over to Sean, and he's just wonderful. Nothing but good things to say about him. You can check out his website. I think I linked to it in the private group. So that's just kind of my 2 little cents on Blogger versus WordPress. I was a blogger blog for forever and ever. Then I heard about a bunch of people losing their websites for no reason, and of course Google doesn't have like any customer support. So there were these girls who their blog was their job, and then they just lost everything overnight with no explanation and no way to get it back. So once I started making this my career, I knew that that couldn't happen. So it's worth it, I think, to just start off with WordPress, and it doesn't have to be super expensive. And the second you start making money at all, those become tax deductions. So it's really worth it. Like I said, if you're really not serious at all, then you might start with Blogger and wait till you're making money and then transfer over and use that money to transfer over. So up to you. Those are my 2 cents. I am on WordPress now. I have been for several years now. I love it. It's not as user-friendly, which is why I'm actually going to kind of walk you through it today. So I'll flip this over. So once you get your own self-hosted WordPress, your hosting guy will send you a link to log in. So right when you log in, I'm going to show you what it'll look like. And then this is for my girls who are my contributors. So you're going to log in and you're going to see the dashboard, activity, posts. So if you're just starting out, there won't really be anything here. Since I've been blogging for forever, there's lots of stuff. So this is really for my girls. So you're going to log in. with the link that I gave you. Then you're going to go up to posts, and then you can either do all posts or add new, depending on what it. So you might want to go to all posts to see, for example, what, if somebody's posted recently or anything like that. Okay, so we can see, so it'll say here, it'll have the post's name, it'll say who wrote it, it'll say if it's a draft or not. So see, you can see that these are drafts, so they're last modified, and then you can see published, and you can see we have one 4/17, 4/15, 4/14, 4/11. Here's will be if there's any comments. So when you log on to WordPress and you're wanting to add a new post, you can see it's pretty user-friendly. It can just seem intimidating if you're new. Then you just go to add new. Again, you can also do that through here. So you just do add new. And of course, my computer wants to be super slow today. Sorry. All right. So then you just go into here. Here's where you put your title. Here's where you'll type. La 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 la. I'm obviously using my hands, so I'm not doing real things. The one thing that has seemed to throw my girls so far is putting pictures in. So I'm going to add media, upload files, select files. We're going to say I'm going to add this nice little profile picture of me, my selfie. And then you'll see it. This will be all of the hosted files that we have so far. And then you'll just, okay, so it'll pop up there, and you'll just put insert into post. Okay, and then it pops up. So for our pictures, we are going to want them to be huge. So that will feel weird when you're first getting started, but that is what all of the companies and all of the networks and all of everything where people pay you big bucks, they want to see huge pictures. And if you are unsure about it, go click around on some Pinterest links and go to the high paying bloggers links, and then you will see that they all have huge pictures. So do not be intimidated by huge pictures. It's what looks the best. It'll just feel weird for you at first, but please don't mess around with your pictures and try to make them smaller. I have the settings set up already, so you shouldn't have to worry about it. If you want to check them to make sure it is, we want to have full-sized with no alignment, okay? So I've had several girls who have been fighting this, forever. Just leave it what it is. That means that it'll just, your text should be going above and below it. Don't do any of the weird text on the side. Don't do any of that. We want it to be full size. So, if you have anything weird happen, like, oh, and then I guess I should show you what I just did. Okay, so over here, like once you've written your beautiful post, then you're going to go over here and you're going to click preview. And then that way you can make sure that it looks good on the website. So because say it was like too big of a picture, you might have to size it down a little bit. Like if it was like coming out over here, you see? So, but this you can see just fine. There's the text, there's the picture. If I put a title in, it'd have the title. You can check, make sure it looks good on the website before you schedule it out. So I'll put a little title in here. Let's see. Sorry, there's my arm. I'm going to put this in real fast. I'll put the title here. So here is a beautiful blog post. All right. And then so if say you wanted this to have like text above it, you'll just click over there. Sorry, the little fairy lights are getting in your way. You'll just click there. See, then the little cursor is blinking over here. And then I can put, here is the picture of me. And then you just enter it down, and then you can do that and then fix the spacing this way. Okay, so that's how you do it. Sorry, glare. That's how you do it above and below. And I'm getting a phone call on my other phone. And then you can go over here. Okay, so when you're done, you just, you can pick if you're going to publish immediately, and then you just click publish. Or if you want to schedule it out, you just pick this and then pick the day and the time and then schedule it for then, and then you'd push OK. Or so let's say I'm going to change it to tomorrow. And then I'd put OK. And then you schedule it. And that's really all there is to it. I have a search engine optimization plugin, and there's also the categories, but I'll probably do one on that later, since that's just a tiny bit more advanced. So I just wanted to do a quick one and just show you the really basic nuts and bolts of posting and how to do that. You can check out my other videos for more advanced options, and I'll do another one of those pretty soon. Bye, guys.